r/AskReddit by Redmond Detes. How did you lose your virginity? I was 14. Legal age in my country, because my partner was 14 too. Happened to be left alone for a few hours and we were horny teens, so we did it on his couch. I don't regret it, but it was pretty underwhelming. Never did it with the guy again. Doggy style with chitty chitty bang bang on in the background. It was as awkward as it sounds. 26 extremely intense seconds. Missionary. I finished sweating over her, panting. Asked her, did you come too? Like a freaking idiot. Lost it with my second girlfriend. I was her first boyfriend, so she made me wait almost 2 years. She was going to move away to the US cause of the aftermath of a hurricane, so we decided to do it in case the long distance was too much. Both of us were virgins. Lunch break at high school. His house was like a 2-minute walk from the gates. We snuck out. He stopped halfway through to look out the window and make sure his mother hadn't come home from work because he thought he heard a car pull into the driveway. Single bed, in a room he shared with 2 brothers. Strangely somehow still wasn't terrible. Young love. Haha, this reminded me of my own story. His house was also 2 minutes walk from our school. As soon as he entered me, I panicked, ran to his bathroom and locked the door. When he asked me what was wrong through the door, I was sat in his bathtub and replied, what if I'm pregnant? A girl caught my eye at a college dance. I had previously spoken to her once before and complimented her Zelda shirt. I talked to her all evening, then invited her back to my apartment to show her Breath of the Wild, which had just come out. We play until 5 in the morning. I regretted not making a move. I invited her over for Zelda again the next evening, and we stayed up until 5 in the morning doing something different. Edit. Wow, I woke up to so many awards and likes, thank you everyone. Since some of you have been asking, no, we never got together, but we are still great friends. She is currently with the love of her life and they are perfect together, and I couldn't be happier for them both. Met a girl online. Flew across the United States. Met her, didn't do anything. Continued to talk. Flew over again 6 months later, had sex with her the first night. This was in like 1999, I think. Edit. Went back sooner than I remembered, updated. In a public bathroom with my girl best friend. It was nice. Really classy. I think the more important question is how exactly y'all went from friends to screwing that day. She said she wanted to have sex, and I said how about with me, and she said yes. Trust me, it was the most romantic moment of our friendship. Very awkwardly, as most people have. On a Tinder date. I told the girl that I was not a virgin. In hindsight, she most definitely should have realized I was lying. I did the same thing. I ran into the girl a few years later and told her I lied and that she was my first. She said that she also lied and I was her first. That's a story still waiting to be written. Last day of my freshman year in college with my lab partner. She was very sweet, and I never saw her again. When I returned to my own dorm shortly afterwards, my folks were waiting for me. Awkward. I was 19. Some girl invited me to her party and I didn't even talk to her the whole night. When everyone started leaving, she looked at me and said, "Not you." Me and my girlfriend told our archery coach that my mom wanted me home early and she was my ride. We snuck into the Arby's parking lot and went at it in the backseat of her Nissan Rogue. To an Irish girl in a hotel room in Spain in 1997. Vodka was involved. Cultural exchange at its finest. At a party where I was the one guy under 21, and she was the one girl under 21. European laughing. Behind someone's shed on a pile of logs. We were 16. It was a New Year's house party. I was wasted and nervous, so pretended to come, then lobbed the condom into a neighboring field. Traveled to see a girl. Turns out she was a massive bitch in person and I ended up hanging out with her friend instead, who I also knew. Ended up in her dorm room watching movies. One was Fight Club because I haven't seen it before. I still haven't seen Fight Club. Was 15 female dating 15 male. First love. Walked into his room one day, looked him in the eyes and just took off my pants lol. I had been so nervous and overthinking that I went with the rip those pants off like a band-aid method. Me too. We were laying in bed awkwardly staring at each other. I've always been a man of few words, so I decided to make a judgment call and just take my shirt off and mutter, "Your turn." I still can't believe that worked. Well, I lost mine on a race car bed. He was 17 and his room was decked out with Hot Wheels. To an escort, I had hired her for an hour. After 5 minutes of kissing, she touches my dong and I came right away. We cuddled for half an hour. At that point it was the best thing I have ever tried. I then got hard again and she rode me for another 5 minutes before I came again. We spent the rest of the time talking, kissing, and cuddling. I was 25 years old at the time. Lost it in a movie theater when we saw no one else was in there. Didn't know the staff could see us on camera, so they moaned at us when we walked out and I ran out of the theater so fast. Ended up waiting to get picked up in the rain because I was so embarrassed. Used to work in a movie theater. Breaking up sex was my least favorite job duty. I was a manager. Had to go in and break up an orgy of teenagers at a theater. Girl was giving hand jobs to 2 guys. A girl was going down on her, and she was blowing another guy. It was Monsters Incorporated. In the parking lot of a Facilis right after church. Because my Catholic girlfriend felt bad about doing it before church lol. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.